Hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here or you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. I really appreciate all the comments that everybody leaves. I want to talk about those tornadoes that went through the Kentucky area, Tennessee, and all that. I want to send loving energy out to the victims of that, the families, those that were impacted from those tornadoes, from that tornado. I think it went like 200 miles. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you know anybody that was impacted by that, my heart goes out to you. This morning, I went in to wake up my significant other, and she said that she had a dream last night, and it was about a tornado. And I already knew about the tornado because I was up, well before that, and I saw a news article about it, and I said, "What? You had a dream about a tornado? There was a tornado last night," and it was very shocking. But we've really been having quite a lot of synchronicities, and it's quite miraculous that we're experiencing all kinds of different spiritual things that are so amazing, and so many people are missing out on that spiritual realm. So I'm going to do a little reading regarding the tornadoes, and the dream actually I think it was a girl, and I can't remember if she said it was I think it was a man and a girl, and they couldn't get out of the way in time. I think they didn't see it coming. I have to ask again about the whole dream, but it's just, waking up to that, it's not good. And so I want to do a little reading for those that have been impacted by the tornado down there. First card I pull is the Eight of Earth. The Eight of Earth is kind of mastering. It's learning a new skill. Basically, is what the Eight of Earth kind of represents typically. But it's kind of a mediumship reading. So other things are going to come out. It's there's people that have passed on from this, and I'm getting that trying to hone in on this. It's somebody that I'm looking at this picture, and there's some things popping out of the picture, and I think it has to do with the musical instrument, learning a new skill. Somebody that was into musical art. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? If Tennessee was a little bit affected, I know I don't know all the news surrounding that, so bear with me there. But yeah, that's Nashville, the music capital of the world, I guess, is probably what I've heard it called. Yeah, so we got some kind of energy coming through that is revolving around some kind of musician type energy. The eight might be of some kind of significance. That little girl pops in my mind. I really hope that that little girl wasn't 8 years old and in the dream. I mean, it's bad enough, but having such a young person go, it makes it harder. But know that there's a lot of growth that comes along with this process, and that doesn't really help though. This is too early. It's too early. We have the three of fire comes through. It's time for unification. Don't be alone. It's kind of a warning to not to isolate yourself. You need. I think that some of this is you're going to have support. So just make sure that people that are wanting to kind of help are able to be there for you. This magician. Number one, it's kind of magician's kind of it's a beginning. Transformation card's pretty appropriate. This is obviously there's some loss there, and people are and then there's that there's that little girl there. I think that most of the people that passed were, I think there was a factory, so this dream of the little girl wouldn't really make too much logical sense right away, but I'm sure that there's residents somewhere along the way. 13, number 13 might be of some kind of significance. This transformation number is 13, but the transformation card in itself has quite a bit of significance right there. Then we have the messenger of earth. And that card's kind of what it's telling me to do is pull some of these other cards, because this is kind of a direct message, I think, for somebody that might have lost a girl, a young girl in this disaster. It's just I'm trying to, with that dream, and then I'm getting this energy come through here. I just feel like I need to address that, and then maybe go from there for another video or later in this reading. It's a mystic healing, mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. At this time, if anybody's watching, or when you do watch this, because if you're hearing this, you're watching it. So send some energy out to this possible person's family. Some healing energy. Just kind of open up and feel that come from you to the families of this person. we know that the individual that would have crossed over is in really good hands, really good hands. There's so many wonderful beings that are surrounding this individual right now. So, but what needs to happen, I'm feeling, is that the families are the ones that need this. So just take a little bit and just send that healing energy out to any victims, families that might have been involved, and just take a second and do that. I'll just kind of do it myself here. A view from above. Your loved ones are there. Your loved ones can see, can energetically see, can energetically feel, can energetically connect with you, and they're basically, they're still there, and they're still very much alive, connected with you and with others. So when you're experiencing this pain, they're experiencing it on the level 2, and it's kind of hard because they don't really have much they can do about it, but they do have this good energy around them. So the hard part is it's you're here and you're experiencing this. That's really the difficult thing and the challenge that one would have to go through in such a horrific thing that has happened. Remember me by the happy memories we created. And look there, that little girl. I'm very sorry for whoever might have lost a little girl in this whole this whole thing. And maybe I'm off. Maybe no little girl passed, and this is something else coming through. But I just send my loving energy to you and in the family. Card says, I am not dead. So just because they're gone and they cross over, does not mean that they're dead. They're still very much alive. Even science is confirming that energy is not created or destroyed. So I mean, you could go into more depth with that, but that's kind of on the surface level where we're at. And it's an energetic shift. It's an energetic transformation. And they're not dead. They're alive. So I don't know if that really helps right now, but I'll pull one more card for this here. I'm gonna go back to these other cards. Those are my heaven cards, so they're pretty directed towards this type of situation. But I'll go back to these other cards that aren't necessarily so, but they have a pretty direct message. So this is talking about abundance that's flowing in your life. Being a difficult time, make sure you look around at the people that are around you, the people that are there, that are supporting you, that are trying to be there for you, trying to lift you up out of this situation that is so immensely terrible that I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine going through such a thing. If it is, the case where a little child was, young child was, I don't know how old necessarily, but transformed to the other side and transitioned. So I couldn't imagine that, and know that there's people around you, and allow them to send their love to you, allow them to be giving to you. Accept that in this time. Accept that love, and just allow it to. And accept love from yourself. Don't be blaming yourself. And it definitely isn't anybody's fault here. This is, unfortunately, things happen, and I said I was going to pull one card. I did. Now I'm going to pull one more. But yeah, see around you. There's good things that are actually happening in all of this, and it's hard to see those good things during this time, but they're there. So this card's saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and I was just saying it's nobody's fault. And you're forgiven, and the individual that might have crossed over and is probably still in that transitioning process, I would assume, they want you to know that they're sorry that they left. And it basically, we have timing that we choose. So it's kind of designed. There's a design to everything. Things happen for a reason, and I really hope that you find healing through this. Anybody that was affected by this tornado, this was just a small video of one individual, a girl, and if it resonates with anybody out there, then I'll do another one. Otherwise, I'll just probably go on about making other videos. Thank you so much for spending time with me here. I hope the world finds healing and peace and harmony. I think it's a lot of things that we need, and I really believe that when we come together, we can do great things. And I think you're going to see that with this tornado. People come together and rebuilding and comforting and loving and reaching out. So I hope things are moving forward in a good way for you in the healing realm. Thank you so much.